Hey, Daphne. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Ooh, my hair doing something weird. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How you been? What you been up to? Hey, Di. Welcome, welcome. I am sitting here about to share the live if I can remember what I'm doing. Lately, I don't multitask as well as I used to. Okay, Daphne, you doing okay? I'll take okay, I guess. I'll take okay, I guess. Getting everything situated. You're nesting? Is that what's happening right now? uh, okay. All right. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. All right. Now I can give y'all my undivided attention. Okay, yes, you're nesting. Hey, blessings. Welcome, sweetheart. You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. If you haven't already. Okay, nesting. I get it. I can't see Jack Diddley. This light is bright in my eyes. Probably because I just got through meditating and my actual eyeballs are lighter, so the light is affecting me. Hey, Coco One, how are you doing? Thanks for the flowers, blessings. You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in and share the live, okay? Let's get the live pushed out, you guys. Fire up the comments and share the live, okay? Hit that like and subscribe. We're going to be having some good readings tonight. I feel it in my soul. My spiritual senses are heightened at this time. So I only see one like. I don't know what that's about. Okay, now we got two. Girl, if you don't get off my phone. All right, you guys. Yeah, blessings. You say you talked about my eyes. Hey, reaction with Prim. You say I slayed. Girl, this is a very low-key. This is nothing but powder and eye stuff and a little lip. That's all. Hit that thumbs up on your way in. Subscribe if you haven't already. We have a great time here. Okay, and you guys go ahead and share the live. Let's get it pushed out, okay? Let's crank up the comments. Give me fire emojis, heart emojis, if you're glad to be here. I'm excited about tonight. Okay, I really am. Reaction with Prim. What you mean you done? What you done with? Hey, Cushy. Hey, Cushy, welcome. Hit that like and subscribe on your way in, guys, and share the live. Hello, Susanna. Hit that like and subscribe. Hey, David Bell, Chicago in the house. I see you. Hey, Tony. All right. You guys hit that like and subscribe. Share the live. Okay. Susanna, you're from Portugal. Wonderful. Welcome. I only see 5 likes, and there's a lot of people in the room, okay? So go ahead and hit that like button. And push this out. Share this live and hit that like button. Okay. Tony, you need some attention. How you been doing? You been having a good day? How's the family? How's work? Thank you, Reaction with Prim. I appreciate the like and subscribe. You said, why am I done with my hair? Girl, I mean, it was doing something weird, but I just let my hair do what it wants to lately. Like for the last couple months, I wash it, I condition it, I put a little curling cream and oil on it, or a heavy cream like a white shea butter or something like that. And whichever way it falls that day, that's the way I wear it. Oh, Tony needs attention. Somebody go wherever Tony is and give him a hug. Kushi, we can add you to the list. I'm not sure where CD is. CD is, let me check my email to see if she emailed me. She's usually here by now. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay. CD is not going to be here tonight, Blessing. So are you okay to handle things? Can you handle the list and everything? Or should I try and see if I can get you some help? So, okay. Let me see here. Let me answer her back. Okay, Daphne, what you laughing at? Hey, Delaney. You say I look like a mermaid? Okay, that's cute. Okay. Delaney, are you okay to help Blessings moderate tonight? CD actually can't make it. Yeah, I actually just read it. I've been in my email, but I actually didn't see it until now. So, oh, she sent it at, yeah, my email has been lagging, and I think because she lives in the UK, I don't really get it on time. You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? Share the live. Let's fire up the emojis. Come on, guys. Let's roll it. All right. Oh, okay. So you're doing homework. That's no problem. I think Blessings can probably hold it down. Blessings, if you need help, holler at me, okay? I'll see who else we can find to help you out. Because I know Daphne's probably working. No, Daphne says she's cleaning. So, yeah, she told me earlier that she's cleaning. All right, you guys. All right, so Daphne, you can help moderate. Awesome. Let me go up here and add as moderator. Okay. It should change you to blue, I think, now, Daphne. I hope I hit the right person. I hope I ain't made no moderator out of somebody I didn't want to make one. Hey, Sandra. Oh, Muzz. The spirit is a liar. What spirit? What spirit is a liar? You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. It said the spirit is the liar. Y'all funny, man. Y'all be coming in here with all kinds of things going on. Y'all holding messages for review. You're looking for the people that asked. Okay, I think there was one person that asked already. It was Kushi. Khuschi. So Kushi, if you still want to be added to the list, say yes, I do, if you're still in the room. Okay, Daphne, there you are. You're in blue now. All right. Kinshoshki comes in with the so-called insults, right? But apparently they hate themselves, so that's why they're in my live doing what they're doing. Hey, Carmen with the T, how you doing? So yeah, it's amazing how much self-hate there is out there in the world that's projected onto other people. But we don't let that worry us because don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Hello. You wish you could look like me. All right. So, hello, Oscar in Mexico. Good to see you. All right. So, I'm going to actually start with the collective reading. You guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm only going to be pulling from this one deck, the one that was in the thumbnail picture. Okay. And we are going to see what the message is for the hour for the collective at this time. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. All right. I'm glad you're good, Carmen. I'm glad you're good. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Sometimes these do narrow down to be quite specific. All right. None of this is intended to replace any kind of medical or professional care or help. Okay. I guess I got to put that since we got a bunch of self-haters in here. Yeah, Daphne, I think Blessing started the list. It was Kushi, I think, was the first somebody. Okay. I got people texting me, y'all. I'd literally be here all day, and the only somebody that texts me be my niece. Well, my boyfriend been here with me most of the day, but it'd be him or her, and they wait right good till I get on the live. Sandra, the world outside of us is getting worse, yes, but we create our own little worlds, and my world is getting nothing but better, and I hope the same for you, okay? I really do. My world has been getting great. I have just been having a wonderful time in this beautiful life that we have, all right? Okay. Oh, yes, I am feeling great. I am feeling great. We're going to get some good readings tonight. Sandra, my day has been really good. Sundays are my date days with my lover. And we had a really chill day today. He actually spent the night last night, which is rare because of his work schedule. So, yeah, he spent the night. We had a great night. Then he got up early and he went home to do his chores, his Sunday chores, and then he came back for our regular date. So that was really nice. I'm clearing the energy now, you guys, so that we can get some good, clear, positive energy and a good, clear table for the reading, okay? All right. And then we will get started with the list. You guys hit that like and subscribe on the way in, okay? Hit that like and subscribe and share the live. If you have not shared the live, please do so. Please, 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 please. Yes, Sandra, happiness is created. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Man, somebody was having it rough here with this. This is a relationship situation. There was some resistance and some clinging. Okay, so we had one person that wanted the relationship and the other one didn't. And the one that didn't ran away, took off, ghosted. Okay. Because they did not see where there was real compatibility here. Wow. Yeah. This person is someone who's really, really, the person who ran away. Yeah, there's somebody who really suppresses their emotions. There's somebody who deep down inside is very bitter and they're very withdrawn. Okay. But you are a person that's full of hope. Hey, Erica, you are not hopeless, whoever the clinger is, okay? So I'm just going to say you, the clinger. You could be the other person, okay? But whoever the clinger is, you are not a hopeless person, but you were caught in the middle of their bitterness and their withdrawn nature. They really want to be by themselves. They are lonely inside, whether they're with people or not, because of the bitterness that they've endured. Okay. Well, the bitterness that they hold. Oh, wow. Okay. This reading is actually for the men in the house, okay, or for those who identify as masculine, okay. Your divine masculine energy is upright, so this was not your doing. If you've been wondering if this was your doing, no, that person is dealing with a lot of karma. They are dealing with the cause and effects of their own actions. Okay. And it's time for you to release and let go. If you were wondering why they ghosted, why they moved on, what I'm seeing here, they are very insecure. This would have been a one-sided relationship, and you would have been losing yourself in the process of this relationship if you didn't start already. But your divine masculine energy is upright, meaning you have done the work. Yes, that's what I was saying. You have done the work, and you know exactly what is meant for you, okay? And this was not it. So you came to an understanding that, or you need to come to an understanding that their silence is a gift, okay? Yeah, because, you know, the possibilities of something wonderful was not there, okay? And be thankful that they didn't give you any mixed signals. They actually took off. And that's a very, very good thing for you. Very, very good thing. Okay? So, if you were wondering why they ghosted you, it's because they are very bitter. They have a resistance to love, the kind of energetic love that you have the ability to give. And they would rather suppress their emotions, deal with that anger and bitterness they have inside, than to open up and love the way you love and the way you can love. So you just hold on to the love that you have. Keep being you. Don't take it personally. And just hang in there for when you find someone who is actually ready. A divine feminine or another divine masculine, if you are someone who is, who likes other masculines, okay? So that's what we will, that's the reading. The, what do you call that? The collective reading. Oh my God. I got a chance to get 2 meditations in today, so that was nice. That was nice. I'm in my own little world right now, y'all. I got to go back and check the comments and see what we got going on. All right, let's see. The list for tonight, Kushi and then blessings. Okay, I'll see what we got after that. I'm way up in the comments right now. Hey, Katrine. Okay, Delaney, I accept that love. Thank you, hon. Ampas, hello. There's somebody here whose name I can't pronounce. I don't even know what. Let's see. Raven, hello. Okay. That's where we are. Okay, you guys, go ahead and post the list for me again. All right, because you guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live, okay? All right, hit that like and subscribe, and we are going to go ahead and get started with the list. I think it was Kushi. Kushi, are you still here? Kushi, are you still here? If you're still here, post your pronouns and your question. Okay, I think you had a question about career, if I'm not mistaken, but post your pronouns and your question again. All right. Hit that like and subscribe. Are the messages, is the chat still rolling? Because I don't see anything. After this last message was held for review, the last somebody I see is Raven. I'm not sure if my comments are still rolling. They started 86 and people early. So YouTube might have stopped my comments. Sometimes you guys can see the comments and I can't once YouTube does that. I may have to exit out this, you guys, and start over. Okay, here we go. You said it's still working. It's working all right. Okay. I had to go in and start pushing buttons, okay? So apparently it worked. Cushy, are you still here? Hey, Fernando. Welcome, love. Okay, guys. I was able to go in and do something in there. I just started pushing buttons, y'all. I told y'all, all I did was showed up on YouTube one day and started reading cards. I don't know nothing about nothing. I just work here. Well, trust me. I don't think Cushy is still here. Blessings, you ready for your reading? Sometimes people don't like to hang around. They don't like to wait. You got to be patient when you come into my room, okay? You got to be patient. All right. Fernando, what you been up to, love? Hey, Aileen. Welcome, sweetheart. Yeah. Blessings, we're going to go ahead with your reading if you're ready. Okay, Fernando, glad you're all good. We're going to go ahead with your reading because I don't think that person hung around. We are lighting sage and yerba santa. You guys hit that like and subscribe, okay? And did you share the live? Daphne, can you handle the chat while I do Blessings reading so she can tap in? Yeah. Okay, great. We are lighting sage and yerba santa for you. Blessings. Daphne, if you don't mind, can you look up the spiritual properties of yerba santa and drop them in the chat so the people will understand what it is that we're doing here? Okay. Please and thank you, ma'am. Man, I hope everything is okay with CD, man. I wish I could give her a hug right now. Blessings, you want to drop your question for me, sweetheart? There we go. We finally got smoke on it. Finally got smoke. I'm going to have to get up and get me some ginger ale in a minute. That food we had for lunch made my stomach weird. Hey, Andrew. Okay. Everything you tried, you were blocked. Sandra said there's no smoke without fire. Amen. You were blocked from resolving the issues at hand. Okay. So what's your question? Thank you for the emojis, Fernando. If you guys are enjoying the live, go ahead and fire up the comments for me. Give me some fire emojis, some heart emojis. Hit that like button if you haven't already, okay? So let's give the cards an exact question of blessings. Hit that like and subscribe if all will be going your way this week. Okay, I got you. I'm doing good, Aileen. How are you doing, love? You want to know if all will be going good this week. Girl, you ain't got to worry about that. Your spirit team already told me you was going to ask for a reading. I knew that before we got started tonight, before I even logged in. Yeah, you have been really blocked. It's a spiritual blockage. Yeah. It's a spiritual blockage, but it's based on some inner feelings and emotions that you have. And codependency is jumping out really, really strong here. Yeah, there's a need to transition and to release release the baggage, okay? It may be time to move on. And if you've been thinking about that, yeah, you're conflicted here because you want to try one more time, but at the same time, your heart is telling you to move on. But you're staying out of tradition. And it's causing you spiritual poverty, which is why it's blocking everything else. Okay? Thank you, Daphne. Thank you. That's a very, very distinct and descript sharing. Okay. Erica, I don't think the list is full, hon. I don't think so. Who's gifting membership? Look at Random 8 showing up gifting memberships. Cleanse with boiling water. No, this kind of situation won't be fixed with a cleansing bath because it's something that you're living in, okay? This is tied to a relationship that you're currently in. So unless you were to actually sever ties with that relationship, a cleansing bath won't help, okay? But his energy is coming through upright as both the King of Wands and King of Pentacles. So this is him before the issue started. Okay? And why is his energy coming out upright? And I saw the devil in reverse right after this. Why is his energy coming out upright? This is the Strength card. So have you guys been talking about him? Yes, I do. I do. That's who I'm talking about. He said he'll work on it. Well, I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing his energy. Yeah, bottom of the deck energy, okay? So I am seeing his energy very upright here, okay? And he's getting both the Strength card and the Nine of Wands, which is him being very persistent and courageous and really, really taking a stand, trying to focus and fix things, okay? He really has a lot of compassion for what you've been going through in this situation. This is his upright energy returning, okay? but you're going to have to detach from any kind of codependency, meaning enabling, but at the same time having to you have to balance between compassion and putting your foot down. So there's like this really fine line you have to draw here, which I'm not saying you haven't been doing already, but that's where the spiritual blockage is coming from. It's from you having to, your emotions and your spirituality being suppressed or over the top, or either pushed under. You've been doing this right here, right? Suppressing or pushing over the top because you get tired of being down here. So then you come back up this way and you're like this the whole time, right? And he's started to see it. He's really starting to see how this is affecting you. So it looks like you guys did talk about trying one more time, but you're actually ready to leave this if he doesn't. So you're caught in the middle here, and his energy is upright. So this means he's sincere in wanting to try. Okay? He's sincere in wanting to try, but only time will tell. Okay? So let me see, is there anything more here? Is there anything more? But yeah, that's definitely where your spiritual block is coming in. Yeah, this is the Hangman reversed. So it could be that he will stall. He will try to stall. He will try to delay what he needs to do to make this happen. But this is the Eight of Pentacles. You got to put him to work on it. You got to hold him. You got to hold his hand to this. Okay? Keep those high standards that you have. And he's going to have to meet them this time. Okay? He's going to have to meet them this time. Let me get an ancestral reading card here. Fruit. Okay. So he's going to have to bear some fruit. He's got to prove that he's not just a tree that looks like it's got figs on it and it don't got no figs. He's got to bear fruit in this one. Okay? That's what your spirit team is saying. Don't take him by the words, take him by the actions. That's right. That's exactly what you just said. Yeah. Yeah. So try to balance compassion with that, though, because a lot of times criticism, it really shuts men down, no matter how much they want to get going. When they are in love with a woman, and the criticism shuts them down, because when it comes to men, masculine energy, and children, mother and wife are the closest thing that they see to God. Okay? So balancing that compassion with that strong hand, it takes, a different type of nurturing dynamic that you have to tap into. All right? Cayusta? Okay, thank you. Let's see. All right. That's right, Sandra. It does affect our mind and body. See what else I missed. Thank you for the heart, Fernando. Big hugs to you too, Walter. Thank you so much for being here. Abigail, we did the collective reading already. I am actually doing personal readings right now. Delaney, thank you for the hearts. Okay, who's next on the list? So, yeah, you do have to do that, blessings, when it comes to how you like handle him and talk to him. Because whether he was in the situation he's in or not, no adult, man or woman, wants to be like yapped at or talked down to. We have to try and come to an understanding of showing a certain amount of respect and choosing our words with loving care and kindness. Okay. All right. Does that help you at all, Blessings? Wondering where the blockage was coming from? Okay. Crystal J, you ready, love? Are you still in the room? Random 8, you still here? Abigail, I think if you get on the list, I take the first 5 people that get on the list. And if they're here, then I'll do them a reading. If they wait around, because I don't rush, okay? So, and then after that, if I have the energy, then I take people who will leave super chats for a reading. But you guys can leave super chats anyway, just to bless the reader, okay? You don't have to get a reading to bless me. I'll take a reading. I'll take a blessing anytime, okay? So, let me. All right, so we are waiting on. Yeah, Erica did ask to be added, you guys. Who are we waiting on again? Crystal J? Okay. Abigail, if the list is still open, then they'll add you. The moderators see that you want to be on it and they'll add you. Hey, Tafaya. I'm not sure how many people I've already done. Blessings, who all did I do? Just you? And that person isn't here. Hey, Jeffrey. Thank you for peace to you as well. Let's see. Is Daphne still here? Let's see. Okay, you are. Okay. Oh, y'all, I'm telling you. Okay, so Erica's next. All right. Because that other person was here. Daphne says she looking at the comments. She ain't got time for the foolishness. Okay, Erica, go ahead, sweetheart, and drop your question in the comment section. You guys go ahead and fire up the emojis, while I wait on Erica. Also, share the live and hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already, and understand that you can leave super chats and super stickers. Delaney said, I'm here just studying for finals. Girl, get that studying. Hey, Sai. Hey, sweet baby girl. Y'all, that's my niece if you're new here. Sai is my niece. So she's coming by to say, hey. She's at work. So she might not be able to hang around long. We're going to see. So, Abigail, you will be after Erica. All right. I can hear Sai's little voice now. Hi. All right. You're welcome, Abigail. While we are waiting, I think I forgot to put the link in the comments, and not in the description box. I'll have to add that. I have to add it. But it is on the community tab. Okay. Hey, Strife guys. Welcome, love. It is on the community tab. The price on my personal readings have gone up. Okay. That was a decision made by, made with my business advisor and my spirit team. Okay. However, If you are a person who gets readings regularly or would like to be one, I do have a special membership where you get a reading once a month, and you get it at a lower cost, and it's actually lower than the cost of the old low price. So it'll really save you some money, and you get that guidance along the way. Okay, there is the information there. Blessings just posted it. It's the Wind and Spirit membership. It is not a YouTube membership. Okay. Yeah, it is not a YouTube membership, so it won't be. It'll be on another platform, and yeah. So it's actually a great deal. If you've gotten a personal reading from me before, this actually is $10 less than the old cost. Okay, so you'll get that reading once a month. You can actually go ahead and book for August and September right now if you wanted to go ahead and join that membership. Okay, so I am waiting on Erica's question. Hold on, Erica, let me go back and see, did it come through? You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live. Okay. Oh, Erica, I don't see your question, but I'm gonna slowly go back down this way. I'm loving it. McDonald's did their thing with that little slogan. Erica, I do not see. Okay, I see now. Okay, you want to figure out what's going on. Well, right off the rip, what I'm hearing is that's your old frequency fighting your advancement. Okay, so a lot of times when we want to change things, right, and we want to elevate, and we want to raise our frequency, we want to build our lives, we want to grow, we want to evolve, and we receive information on how to do that, right? We receive downloads, we receive guidance, we receive readings, we receive whatever we get, information to change that, right? So what information does and what it is it's an intake of knowledge that's meant to be put in formation. Oh, Erica, thank you so much. Thank you, lover. Oh my gosh, you're such a gracious and beautiful person. Thank you. But it's meant to be put in formation in the way that it fits into our lives, to form our lives in the best possible way. That's positive information, okay? Negative information is meant to be put in file 13. That's the trash, okay? So when we get information that's meant to elevate us, we have the opportunity to set an intention to take this information, to put it in formation, to take this knowledge and put it in formation to better our lives, okay? And if there's any doubt lingering back there, if there is any wounds or anything that we're kind of subconsciously clinging to, if there's any kind of fear that we're subconsciously clinging to, then it will tap that old frequency and say, hey, she's trying to get out. We need to preserve ourselves. That fear, that doubt, that anger, that trauma, all that, it's like we need to preserve ourselves, okay? She's trying to get out. So we need to, before she can really set that intention in her head, or before she can take off and gain that momentum, that positivity, muscle memory, we need to start causing chaos. We need to break up, right? And so that's typically your old frequency trying to cause trouble for you. And so fruit came out again. So So a lot of fruit needing to be had tonight, okay? So give me clear and precise. Give me clear and precise. What's the message that you have for Erica? Oh, thank you. I didn't clear the energy. That's why fruit came out again. That's from the last reading, Erica girl. I just went off once I started getting downloads for you, okay? But yeah, that's your old frequency trying to rear its ugly head, girl. Because you do really want to heal, and you do really, and you have been, not want to, you really have been doing the work. And remember also, I was telling you guys there are ebbs and flows. So you can be up one day and seems like you're being jerked back the next. Take a couple deep breaths with me, Erica. Wow. Your heart and your gut are real heavy. Real heavy right now. Yeah, this is the one that came out earlier, organize. Okay? Organize, organize, organize. Organize, organize, organize. Okay, so the number associated with this is 53, which breaks down to 8. Or it can also break down to 2. So in your case, it would be both. It would be 2 so that you can come into unity with yourself. And it would be 8 so that you can accept the power and possibilities of infinity. Because you know the 8 is like an infinity symbol, right? And 2 is for unity. So that is what you need to organize. You need to organize or put in formation who you are now with who you want to be. Close that gap and understand that who you want to be, you already are, even if you don't see it. Because infinity, time, does not exist. Everything is infinite, including you. Okay? So whatever you want, your desire is already you. It's already here. When the scriptures say he'll give us the desires of our heart, those desires are given in the moment that they are given, they are already done. Okay? We just have gotten to a place where we have to see, and that is not what faith is. The evidence of things hoped for. Okay? All right. Let's get to the cards. Random mate, you say infinity and beyond. You say you need a car. I understand. What if this was a way for you to get a better car, or the car that you really want, or something that's more efficient for you? Or it's a way for you to build faith. Yeah. So the world card is in reverse. So you are definitely, it's like, yeah, this is the disorganization here. Okay, this is you being separated, living in duality, because you have the world card reverse, which is just a lot of delays and shortcuts and no closure. Okay, a lot of incompletion. But then there is the Page of Swords, just a lot of thirst for knowledge. It's like you're always learning, always seeking to understand, but the ability to apply it But that's because there's a lot that needs to be closed out. What is it that's still open here? What is it that's still open that needs to be closed out? Yeah, lots of conflict. It's really residual energy from past abusive relationships and disagreements. Okay? Yeah, there's delays, anger. But then comes a new timeline, okay? So this is the timeline that you're on now, right? With this conflict. You're conflicted with yourself, but then there's also a lot of internal anger and scattered energy and frustration that's a projection from all those past relationships and disagreements that keeps coming on, okay? It just keeps coming and keeps coming, all right? And so, Erica, you said that's it. But then here comes a new timeline coming in. This is rest from all the mental exertion. And then the wheel of fortune comes in to turn things around once you allow yourself to mentally rest from it all. Okay? That's one of the things that was on my list that I wanted to cover tonight, and I'll do it after this reading. But once you allow yourself to rest from all the goings on in your head, then that's when the wheel of fortune will come. Okay, because the main thing you're dealing with is a lack of faith. This is your star card in reverse. Okay, just discouragement and disconnection again from your star power. Okay. It's like, and I don't see that you distrust God, you distrust yourself. And it's from information overload, really. It's from trying too hard to know what to do. When the idea is not to do, the idea is to just be. Just exist. Okay? Yeah, because this devil card is just really hanging, right? You're wrestling with your shadow self. It's like you're unable to forgive your shadow self. And rather than just stepping out on the unknown, you're playing it safe. So here's the bottom of the deck energy. Again, you have the angel and the devil. You get this a lot. This is you right here. You've seen those cartoons. This is you. Am I right? Yeah. So yeah, the inner alignment. You're just out of alignment. Okay. It's too many cards now. But they all apply. Wow. Your spirit team got a lot to say tonight. They got a lot to say. Yeah. It's like you really want to learn. You said spot on. I was just told to rest, trying too hard by my son. Exactly. It's like you feel like you have to learn from every single thing, right? From every failure. And you do, but you don't have to work for that learning. All you have to do is observe and gain awareness, right? What was it that made this happen? How did this happen? Yada yada. But you don't have to like, oh, where can I be better? How can I do? No, you're gonna be better once you understand what happened, because you have the desire to be better, okay? But this is just really causing you so much anxiety, right? And then here comes the judgment card. You've been forgiven. You just won't forgive yourself, okay? You're giving yourself too much trouble when you've got both these angels here trying to give you peace, okay? You got both these angels trying to give you peace, okay? Bottom of the deck energy here. Hey, Julia, welcome. Yeah, this is you putting into work to see sustainable results. And the work that you've done has worked. You just don't see it because that little fear and all those other things just hanging. You got this going on, this devil and this angel. And what I'm getting is you probably were not encouraged as a child when you did good and positive things. So it's hard for you to hear this angel over here encouraging you. You hear more of this devil over here, whatever it has to say. Thank you, sweet souls. I love your energy too, right? So this voice, these angels need to win out. And you got two angels and one devil, okay? So this is, one will put 1,000, two will put 10,000 to flight. This is two legions of angels here. You are very, very okay. Extremely okay. You just got to trust it and accept it. Okay? So what I was going to say is, sometimes we have to take a break from healing work. Sometimes we got to quit journaling. We got to quit meditating. We got to quit reading our Bible. We got to quit whatever, shadow work. We got to quit it. Because sometimes we're doing so much of that, we're not processing along the way. We're just on information overload. And we don't get the joy and the peace that comes with the true healing journey. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. So sometimes just take a break. Take a break from the healing stuff. Just go do karaoke. I don't know. Go feed the ducks at the park. Go four-wheeling. All right. I don't know. Go drink some tequila and dance naked on the table at the club. I don't know. Just do something other than the healing work for a few days, okay? And just be, yes. Just be. It's okay. If life gonna fall apart, it's gonna do it with or without you. So just let the shit happen, okay? And you just be happy for a little while. Just chill. All right? Take a break. Take a break from all of it. The healing work and the trauma and just all the stuff. Okay? Yes, Delaney, it is healing. I wouldn't know because the first time I tried, the first and only time I tried tequila, I almost did that. It took every single thing in me not to do it. I wanted to strip and jump on that table so bad. I was like, what the heck is in this tequila? I've never drunk it again. Never, ever, ever. I will ever try that. Okay? I do not like to be out of here. Look, I'm a control freak when it comes to this right here. So, man, but when I say, what made me order a tequila sunrise that day? I thought I was being cute, y'all. Next thing I know, I'm in the club like this, trying to hold myself together so I wouldn't strip and get on the table. Oh my God. But yeah, Erica, that's your reading, sweetheart. Delaney is still whose favorite? Oh, your mom? It is, girl. I'm telling you, when I say the devil's drink, honey, that stuff will make you do things you didn't even know you was capable of, honey. You hear me? I don't fool with it. And I don't be hanging around with people who drink it either. All right, you guys. Erica, that is your reading, love. That is your reading. And thank you again for the super sticker. I appreciate that very, very much. And Randomate, thank you again for gifting those memberships. You guys can gift memberships to, people. You can hit something and it'll tell you can gift memberships. Y'all can figure that out on that end. I told you I just work here, okay? But yeah, and leave super chats for the reader to bless the reader, okay? But Erica, how are you feeling? All right, whose turn is it, Blessings? Yeah, he does, Blessings. He always come. He's a G, Delaney, for sure. Hey, Justin. I think the list is full, Justin, but if you leave a super chat, you can get on the list, okay? Tafaya, are you still in the room? Okay, go ahead. Now let me know. Do you go by she, her? And if you go by she, her, put that and then drop your question, okay? Money, love, please, and thanks. All right, it's a free reading, so you only get one question, okay? So, okay. So you want your reading on love or money? Since it's a free reading, you only get one question. Erica, you say you feel relieved. Wonderful. Hey, Muhammad. Abigail, I don't know. I'm not keeping up with the list, love. Van Griffin, hello. Melissa, hello. All right. Van, I think the list is full, but if you want to get on the list, you'll have to leave a super chat of at least $5 US, okay? All right. Tafaya, money. Okay. Let's get you a reading on money. All right, you guys, hit that like and subscribe and share the live. We're going to be here in another few minutes, okay? We're going to be here a while. So you can go ahead and share the live. Tafaya, take a couple deep breaths with me so I can find your energy signature somewhere in the world, wherever you are, okay? I'm going to ask about your money situation. Love may come up in the meantime, but got Two of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck. That's a good start when it comes to love. Tafaya wants to know about her money situation. Okay, so you're a Queen of Swords. You're someone who has a lot of perspective. You're a great communicator, pretty independent here. Very good at making decisions as well. Very good at planning. All right. Have you been thinking about traveling or like leaving home, going abroad, like to work or something like that? But you've been kind of afraid to do that? Yes. Okay, well, the Two of Wands is upright, so it is saying that if you release your fear, that it would be a good idea for you. Okay. Yeah, because it looks like here you've just really been repressing your emotions and not really letting your intuition guide you. Okay. Hey, DeMonte, how are you doing? Yeah, but here's the Four of Pentacles. So you've just really been, have you been having to be tight with your money, like really, really frugal, like conservative? You have really like, I'm glad you're doing good, DeMonte. I'm doing good too. It's kind of like you have, is it like a scarcity mindset, or like you're just kind of tight when it comes to how you use your money? Okay. Yeah. Well, you asked about love and money. Your spirit team wants you to know that both are on the way here. And the money is going to come with the love. So you have the Two of Cups and, you know, the Three of Pentacles. I love this. I love this. And right in the middle is the Page of Cups. So yeah, this is going to be a happy surprise for you. But you're going to have to stay out of those blocked emotions, okay? Open up your emotional center, all right? And be willing to listen to your intuition and your heart, all right? And really, with you being so independent, it could be hard for you to trust that you can collaborate, like live a cohesive life with someone and build with them. But that's what your spirit team has for you, okay? They want to do both, and they're going to come together because that's how you, yeah, because you had to walk away from someone. I'm not sure if this is a father figure or an ex, somebody that was in your orbit that was very controlling, and you don't like that kind of energy. You won't be dealing with it, okay? And you finally broke away from that and got your freedom here. So you're not about that life anymore. Is that right? You really want somebody that will hear you, hear your voice, which is why, you know, you're a great communicator. You're gonna, you know, hold your boundaries. Your ex, okay, yeah. So yeah, you're not dealing with that kind of stuff, and you won't have to with this person, okay? Because you are walking in your Empress energy, and this is abundance coming in, okay? And growth and all the things that you have been dreaming about for yourself. This is coming. This is here, okay? And as you open your heart more, then you will definitely draw in that love, and the two of you will gain that momentum to build something beautiful financially. I'm going to pull one more card for you, okay? All right. Yeah, you were kind of weighed down and lost your passion here. But this is the star card, bottom of the deck energy. This is you. You are a star. There's no need to no need to hide. No need to dim your light. No need to worry about you don't have to worry about being motivated to do anything. You just be yourself, okay? Just get up every day and say, today I'm just going to be Tafaya, and whatever that looks like, it's so good enough, okay? Because you're doing an amazing job. Your Empress energy is up right here, so don't worry about when you're feeling lack of energy or lack of motivation, lack of passion. That's just you settling into your softness, okay? You don't have to work so hard or do so much to be great. You just show up and let your light shine. Okay? Just be you, girl. All right? That's your reading, sweetheart. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. All right. Okay, you guys, are you sharing the live? Did you hit the like and subscribe on the way in if you haven't already? Okay. Abigail, I think you're next. Tafaya, you're very welcome, love. Very welcome. Very welcome. You guys, if you're enjoying the live, give some emojis like DeJanetta did. Go ahead and give those hearts, those fire emojis, your star emojis, whatever kind of your favorite emoji is. Go ahead and light up that comment section. Share the live if you haven't already, and hit that like and subscribe. Remember, you can leave super chats and super stickers for the reader. Okay, Abigail, I'm assuming you go by she, her. Thank you for the hearts, Delaney. Thank you for the hearts, Tafaya. But go ahead and put your question, and if you do not go by she, her, please correct me on that, okay? But put your question in the comment section. I am resetting the cards, and then I'm going to clear the energy for you. I'm trying to reset the cards anyway. All right. We got 26 people in the room, and who's lighting up that chat? All right. Waiting on Abigail to drop her question. And I'm clearing the energy from the last reading. Your near future, you want money. Okay. You want a money reading. Let's see what we got here. How is money gonna go? I'm instructed to use a different deck for you, so we're gonna do that. Go ahead and take a couple deep breaths with me, Abigail, so I can find your energy signature wherever in the world you are, sweet love. It's like you've been trying your best, but no matter what you try, it just don't seem to be working, huh? But you still put your best foot forward. You have a make it work attitude. Is that correct? Let me know if I'm correct so I can make sure I'm tapped into the right person. Thank you for the hearts, Erica. Abigail. Hey, Michelle's love. Good evening to you. Okay, Abigail, you said yes. Hey, Damien. We're doing a reading right now. Yeah, it's like whatever happens, you're not going to give up. Your soul is very, very strong. Have you been out of work for a little while? Were you someone who did like coaching or something where you were like training or teaching somebody? You said, yes, I'm right about what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, were you doing like some kind of training job or support style job, and maybe you lost your job, or you're questioning if that's the right job for you? Because you were dealing with somebody who's cruel and ruthless there. Hey, Andrea. I think there's a delay in the comments coming through. Hey, Rian, I've been asking about you the last couple of lives. You've been out of work for a while. Okay. So now you're just trying to steer your way back, trying to figure out what's next and where to go. Okay. You've sown some good seeds, though. You've sown some really good seeds. Have you been having some interviews? Because if you haven't, there is definitely one coming up. Been doing good, Ren. Been missing you, love. Helena, you've been dealing with a huge loss of what? What did you lose? Yeah, you've really been a lot of work, Ren. Okay. No problem. I'm waiting to hear from Abigail. Your family, did they pass away? So Abigail, what I'm seeing here is that you've sown some good seeds, okay? September business appointment, okay? And you are somebody who has the hunter mentality. You know how to strategize, okay? And again, you do know how to survive. You do have genius energy, okay? So I'm seeing that this is going to go very well for you, all right? It's like you've been preparing for this. This is the farmer card. All right, this is the hunter and the farmer, okay? Along with this genius energy and this journalist, this is an interview right here, okay? And a promotion. So this is actually going to go better than you expect, right? The better prepared you are, the more they're going to offer you, okay? And they're going to give you an offer based solely on the strength of your energy. Okay? So make sure that while you're preparing for this, that you are tapping into your truest, hey Manuel, your truest spiritual essence, your most loving connection to yourself. Okay? When they see that genius, which is spark, really is what it is. When they see that spark that's fueled by that self-love, that innovation that's going to come forth, they're going to really want to have you on their team. Okay? And the money is going to be sweet. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, you're not somebody who's about small talk. So they're not going to offer you anything small at all. But they're going to see your proficiency here. Hello, Divine. They're going to see your proficiency here. Okay? You guys, the list is closed. You'll have to leave a super chat to open the list back up of $5 at least, US dollars. Okay. Yeah, so you had kind of lost faith in the whole situation here, but there's no need for that. There's no need. You can have faith. You can have faith in your light, okay? In that spark that you have. Okay? You got a lot of cards here. Yeah. Hey, Texira. Thank you, love, for the super chat, and we're going to go ahead and add you to the list, okay? Thank you so much. Have you been angry with God? Like you've really been like angry with God. I don't know how else to say that, which is not a bad thing. We have that right. Okay, Helena. Well, I'm sorry you've been dealing with all that. That is a lot to lose in that short span. Okay. Well, unfortunately, you missed the list tonight, but I am here on Sundays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And if you get here early, 6 p.m. Central Time, if you get here early, you can get on the list, or you can leave a super chat of at least $5 tonight to get added to the list, okay? All right, Abigail, you said you're a bomb lady? Okay. All right, that's what I was waiting to see. Okay. So you say no. So this is definitely, though, I got the clergy here in reverse and the creator in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is there's some kind of spiritual reversal going on. Okay. So that's what I was saying. That's that confirmation that I was saying. to stay connected to that spark. Yes, okay. Because right after it comes the captain. Hey, Sandra. Right after it comes the captain, which is you being the navigator of your destiny, okay, and remaining objective and leading yourself back to where you want to be or to a place you've never been even. All right. Yeah, because to be honest, there is really nothing else you need to learn when it comes to the life you want to live. This is magician energy here. So with the magician and the genius and the captain, like you have the potential to manifest and just really channel your inner power. Okay? So staying on tap really spiritually is where your power is going to come from. Okay? Yeah, because you have the spiritual seeker in reverse. Okay? And then this is chaos and frenzy here. All right? And then this is the influencer in reverse. So you've really just been out of alignment spiritually. Once you get back there, okay, and you work towards building that over the next little while until you have that interview or that business meeting, then yeah, it is going to go very, very well for you. Very well. Very well. Okay? So that is your reading. Welcome, Texira, to the membership. Thank you for becoming a member. We're going to look forward to seeing you. Every first and third Friday is our VIP night for members. Okay? So you want to put that in your phone so you can be here every first and third Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Also, the month of August, we will have a third VIP night because there are 3 Fridays this month, okay? So, excited to have you. You guys, welcome Texira to the membership. If you're a member, fire up the emojis if you have a great time on Friday nights. We have so much fun. So much fun on VIP nights, okay? You guys can look for the community post. It will remind you of the things that we have going on. All right. Speaking of which, did you guys take the poll? We're going to talk about it later. All right. We're going to go ahead and go on to the next reading because the list is full. How many people we got on the list, Blessings? Can you post the list for me again, please? All right. In case you guys are wondering why I have people to leave a super chat after the list is closed, it's because this takes a lot of energy for me to do, okay? And because money is currency, it is energy. So it does infuse more energy into me, okay, to continue to be able to move through the list. But at some time, I do actually cut it off whether I'm getting super chats or not. So that's why I'm asking Blessings to post the list again. You're very welcome, Abigail. Very welcome. I look forward to hearing how this went for you. Okay. All right. Hey, Ismail. All right, let's see. I'm just going back to see what all I missed, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Hey, Rich Ryan, welcome. Okay. All right, so Ismail is next. Let's see, you go by he, him. You're going to go to another city to get back on your studies in September. How will it go? Financially, job opportunities. Okay. So you want to know if you're going to be able to feed yourself once you move and pay your rent. Is that what it is? Okay. Wonderful. All right. He said, damn right. I know that's right. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. That's a very good question, love. All right. So I will open it up for, I think we have one super chat reading after this. Is that right? Blessings. I will open it up for one more. If somebody is here and you want to get on the list for a super chat of at least $5, then go ahead. And after that, I'm closing the list. Okay. All right, Ismail, take a couple deep breaths with me so I can find you out there in the world, okay? Okay, it's like you're excited about this opportunity, but you're kind of worried. And are you someone who's very creative? Is this a creative opportunity with you? Living with 4 dudes in the same apartment? Oh, okay, that's a lot. Janetta, it'll let me know. You said that too. Janetta, it'll let me know if you leave a super chat. So if you wanted to leave a super chat to get on the list, then you'll have to do that, okay? Traveling opportunities with the work, okay. So what I'm seeing is you started off with a lack of you were really struggling to see your value and really apprehensive about how things were going in your life, right? You wanted more fulfillment. And so you went in pursuit of something better for yourself. Is this correct, Ismail? Yeah, you started tapping into your inner knowing, and yeah, you started tapping into your inner knowing and really following your heart here and trying to figure out what's next and letting go of your mistakes. I love that for you. So it's going to get to your question, but what it does is it paints a picture for me so that I'll know that I have the right person, and so that you'll know your spirit team is actually talking and speaking. They want you to know that they know you and that they see you. Okay. Was there someone here that you had really great chemistry with? You were really attracted and attached to them, but something happened, either friends got in the way or there was a third party and you had to walk away and let them go here? And you were like, one day, maybe someday, you kept your heart open, but then you became like conflicted. There are multiple choices that you could have taken here. Yeah, he just left. Okay. Yeah, there's this conflict here. And your heart isn't closed. You're like another time, another day. You're hoping, but let's see. Yeah, you hit a breaking point and a final straw here. But we got the second chances card in reverse. So that's you having to decide if you want to give them a second chance. But your spirit team doesn't really want that. That's not your true family connection. That's not the one that you can build a long-term family style connection with. Okay, now how is it going to go in the new city? Yeah, because you're a beautiful, kind-hearted soul here. So just this charm and this grace that you have will be enough to bring you some of the things that you want when you make this move here. And you will find someone who's devoted only to you. Let us know how it's going to go in this new city financially. Yeah, so this is the end of a long journey for you, okay? This will be a great fresh start. All right? This will be a great fresh start. So not only is this new city going to bring new opportunities for you, but it will bring new love, okay? Yeah, this is the Page of Wands. This is like limitless potential here. Your spirit will soar free here. You'll be just free to be, okay? Followed by the Page of Cups. This is new love again. So we're getting more about love than we are money. But this is like so many possibilities and, you know, just your curiosity and all the lovely things about you just coming to bear, okay? And this is progress. Yeah, so it'll go well for you. This is the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is expansion and growth. This is enterprise, all right? Lots of progress, okay? But yeah, it's definitely going to come with you leaving behind that old situation. That person may actually try to reach out and continue things, saying that you abandoned them, especially when they start to see you doing really well. But that is again not going to be a great thing, okay? Because you have a King of Swords here that is ready to be honest, okay, and be clear about their intentions. Yeah, someone who is very disciplined, okay? Just release all fear here, okay? Keep that beautiful open heart. Stay warm and kind, all right? Just use your intuition. Use your intuition, okay? Don't carry that emotional baggage with you, all right? There is no unfinished business here. You've seen all you need to see and you know all you need to know. So it's going to be up to you, okay? Ismail, you still here, love? Yeah, so this is a great opportunity for personal transformation. If you go into it without fear and completely letting go of the old, okay? Bruce, why aren't you worried about it? Why you want me to worry? I don't worry about nothing. Ha. Okay. So this is releasing limiting beliefs here, Ismail. And this is the Empress. Okay. This is your abundant, nurturing nature and accomplishment, growth again. Okay. So this will be a good opportunity for you. All right. Everything will be well. Just stay open. Keep your beauty, your heart, all of that upright. Leave all that old stuff behind. Every time you put something in your suitcase or you buy something for your trip, let that be a reminder that you are releasing the old. Okay? All right. Okay, thank you, Ismail. No, you can actually rewind now and you'll be able to catch your reading. If you rewind it right now, you'll be able to catch it. And then it will upload later. So the timestamp is at like 1:41 right now. So I would say go back to like maybe 1:30, an hour and a half in. And you can watch it anytime you want. Okay? But thank you so much for the super chat, love. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. That's your reading, love. But all is well. And I'm happy for you. I really am. Okay. I really am. So who's next? Okay. You're very welcome, Ismail. Very welcome. All right. Who's next? Blessings. We're at 1:42. I do want to do a story time tonight, so go ahead and close the list after whoever is next, okay? No more super chats and no more readings after whoever is next. Hey, Chad. Okay, Texira, you still here, love? You ready for your reading? Go ahead and leave your pronouns and your question. I know you probably left it already, but the chat has been rolling, so... Okay. Thank you, DeJanetta. You guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Hello, Papa. Papa, no mercy. You don't be giving them no mercy? How come you don't give them no mercy? All right. Yeah, you guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Thank you, Blessings, for reminding. I am waiting on Texira. Waiting on Texira's comments. Okay. All right, you guys fire up the comments. Let me get some heart hands. Let me get some fire emojis. Let me get some flowers, some stars. Okay. Yeah. Actually, the list is closed right now, Papa No Mercy. Okay. The list is closed right now, but if you get here early enough on Sundays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time, then you can definitely be added to the list if you get here in time. I take the first 5 people for free readings. After that, you have to leave a super chat to get a reading. T. O'Neill, I am from Southeast Alabama. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the emojis, Erica. You guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Okay. Well, Papa, you're welcome to hang around. We're going to do one more reading if Texira is still here. And, oh, you're from Kerrville, Texas? Okay. Is that Is that West Texas or whereabout? With let's say Dallas as the central point. Whereabout and how far from there are you? Hey, Baran. All right, you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Parlor, you're in New York City. Okay. Hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Kelly. Alexis, Texas. Wink, wink. Okay. Alexis, Texas. That's a mouthful. Thank you for the subscription, Papa. Oh, you were born in Poughkeepsie? Okay. You guys, I'm going to grab me something to drink real quick. And I'm going to give Texera another minute to drop their question. If not, we're going to move on to story time. Okay. Yeah, I actually want to get out on time tonight. I want to get out at 2 hours because I am actually getting spiritually spent at the moment. Okay. So let me see that I miss. Okay, let's see. All right. Cruising with Alina. You guys, every Sunday and Wednesday, I'm here at 6 p.m. Central Time. The first 5 people on the list, if you have never had a reading before, you get a free reading, okay? And if I have the spiritual energy, then I open it up for super chat readings. Hello, Sandra. Welcome, love. Thank you so much. I did receive the gift. Thank you. I appreciate you. You have no idea. I really do, okay? So Texera is not here. So we are going to move on to story time. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you guys about the ice cream man. Daphne, you here? You ready for story time? You want to hear about the ice cream man? I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Damon, you are a little bit late, yeah, but it's cool. Yeah, Delaney, you say you here, you ready for story time. Okay, so I was having trouble with the air conditioner in my apartment, right? And they had come and it's a window unit, so they had come and they'd taken it out, and it's a wall unit, not a window unit. They have a place in the wall that's made for it, okay? So they, the guy that was the maintenance guy here, he was just po thing. He was lazy. He didn't know what he was doing. He just was having personal problems that he was bringing to work. He was coming over here wanting me to counsel him, telling me all his personal business when all I wanted was some air conditioner. And everything, every work order that I put in, I would tell them how things would need to be fixed because he didn't know what he was doing. And when he would get here, I would tell him what it needed. And he would do either the opposite or he would do just the bare minimum of what I would tell him, and it wouldn't fix anything. So I just kept having to recall about the same thing. So finally, about the 4th time, when he couldn't get the air conditioner right, I told them, I said, please do not send him back out here again. I am getting impatient and I don't like to lose my patience with people. Texira, you here? I thought you were gone. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish my story time, and if you still want your reading, we'll give you one. I wasn't sure if you were just leaving a super chat or if you wanted a reading, but we've been waiting on you. So, anyway, so he never would do it right, and I told him, don't send him back out here. Send somebody else. Okay. So, couple days later, they email me. They say, this is the person that's coming. This is their name. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so he knocks on the door. This was on like a Friday morning. Okay. He knocks on the door, and he, as soon as I open the door, like his eyes get really big, right? And he looks just like shocked to see me. I get that a lot though, when because there have been a couple of maintenance guys and other people who have knocked on my door, and I don't know what they're expecting to see, but they get this look of just shock on their face, right? So he tells me who he is or whatever, and so I let him in to start working on the AC. Well, during this time, we strike up conversation, and we come to find out that seemed like we had a lot of spiritual views in common. Okay. He seemed like, well, he's way older. He's probably going on 70. Okay. He's in his mid to late 60s. So, well, not way older, but he's older. Okay. So, and then plus he's like been in the Navy and all this kind of stuff. So he's probably seen some things I haven't, but he was telling me some things that were like spiritually. I was like, okay, perhaps, maybe I can see how that. So we're just having this conversation about spiritual stuff. And it was really interesting, So he gets the AC put in, and he's got to repair the wall because it had been the AC had been leaking. So now the wall, the sheetrock and all this kind of stuff is all messed up. So he had to repair the wall. Okay. And so he says, well, I'll be back tomorrow. I see Texira. I see that you're here. After story time, we'll work on you. Okay. So he says that I'll be back tomorrow, after this part dries, to apply a coat of paint. And I'm like, well, tomorrow's Saturday. And he's like, well, I don't keep up with days. I just I just work on a job until it's done. And I thought that was real noble, and I was like, okay, well, I do intend to be home tomorrow. About what time are you thinking about coming? Because I ain't going to be sitting around all day waiting on you. But if you give me a time, I'll make sure I'm here. And so he's like, well, I'll be here so-and-so a time. I'll text you first or whatever. So I had to give him my number, my direct number, so he could text me to let him know he was coming or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So he comes back the next day. He sees that it's dry. He said, okay, I can now apply the first coat of paint, and then I have to come back tomorrow to do the second coat. And I'm like, oh, okay, you coming back again? And he was like, oh yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We want to make sure the job is done. The job is done. And I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking to myself now, every day on the weekend now, you ain't going to keep me cooped up in the house, all right? Because I got stuff to do. So anyway, I started getting this weird feeling, though. And so I was like, I called my lover, and I was like, so the maintenance guy is supposed to be here at so-and-so a time tomorrow. Do you mind coming by and kind of sitting and being here with me when he comes? Because I'm just getting like this really eerie feeling. And now we were kind of new to our connection at that time. So if he had said no, it would have been okay. But I knew he would say yes because he's a very, nurturing and protective guy. So he was like, yeah, I can do that. All right. So the next day rolls around. So I was going to let my lover know when he got here. So my lover wasn't here yet. So old buddy maintenance man. He knocks on the door and he's all dressed up. Okay. Not in the sense that he had on like a suit and stuff, but he didn't have his old beat up maintenance man clothes on. He had put on like a nice sweater and some jeans with the crease in them, and he went and got a haircut and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, so I knew what I was thinking was right. Okay. So he was like, I'm here to apply another coat of paint. And I was like, oh, aren't you worried about getting paint on your nice clothes? And he was like, oh, no, this is fine. This is what I wanted to wear today. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Delaney, to paint, right? So I was like, oh, okay. So he comes in and he's over there and, we're having this conversation about spirituality again. No, Sandra, he didn't have on no work boots. Well, he had on regular shoes, but for the most part, I make people take their shoes off when they come in my home. Or I give them boot covers. Okay. So he didn't need the boot covers. He had on regular shoes. So he took his shoes off. But before that, I would give him boot covers because he was wearing old beat up maintenance man clothes and boots. Right. So I was like, okay. So he comes in, we're having our conversation or whatever. And, I had showed him some of my paintings the day before. And, while I was showing him my paintings, I noticed at some point he got a little bit like perturbed, but he was trying to hide it, right? And my spider senses started going off. And I was like, oh, he doesn't like women with brains and smarts and creativity. And so I just kind of backed off telling him anything else about me and my schooling, because I told him I was in school and what I'm studying and all that. So I just kind of backed off telling him all that. Because I'm thinking that this guy is, spiritual, so he can, really understand and be chill about stuff, right? But apparently not. So, yeah, Sandra, that it does show respect if they take their shoes off. So, anyway, it's now Sunday. He's over there with his nice clothes on. He's holding a conversation. I'm over at the sink washing my dishes, waiting on my lover to come, right? And so I'm pretty much tuning him out at this point, because I've already peeped game that even if I were interested in you, which I'm not, you don't like women who have brains and creativity, and you don't like a woman like me. So I'm not going to be putting up with that. All right. So anyway, my lover knocks on the door. I let him in, and old buddy looks shocked, right? Because I did tell him that I was seeing someone and, blah, 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 but I didn't tell him he was coming over. But he didn't expect my lover to be so young, right? Yeah. So anyway, my lover comes in, he introduces himself, he sits down, and I finish the dishes. We're sitting at the table, and we're all having a conversation, right? How come old buddy, the maintenance guy, we're talking about the world and how the world is, and we're talking about like forgiveness and, the importance of forgiveness, but when is it appropriate? When is it not? How do you apply it? Little bitty deep conversation. And so he goes into this whole, he starts talking about past life stuff, right? And he says, you never know what a person did in their past life to warrant what happens to them in this life. And so I look at my lover and I look back at him and I said, please elaborate. Because right now I know you finna say something crazy. I know you are, right? This joker goes on to say, well, let's take this scenario. My daughter, right? So he has 2 adult daughters like in their 40s, okay? Let's just say one of my daughters. If somebody were to KID nap her, certain words I can't use here on YouTube. If somebody were to KID nap her, unalive her, no, grape her, unalive her, sever certain parts of her body loose, okay, and throw them around the city. Could I be mad at them? Should I forgive them? Of course I would forgive them, because I don't know what my daughter did in another life to warrant that to happen to her. And me and my lover looking at each other like, what did he just say? And I looked at him like, did you hear what? And he looking at me like, am I hearing what I? And so I'm gonna probe now, because I want to know what the heck is going on. Okay, so I'm like, okay. So you're saying somebody can actually do all these things: torture, unalive, dismember, all the things, and you would be quick to forgive based on what your daughter might have done in a previous life. Am I getting this right? And he was like, yeah. I said, well, I hope you've never shared this with your daughter. And he's like, yeah, I've told my daughter stuff like that. I have these talks with. I was like, whoa. You said this to your daughter, to her face, out loud? And he was like, yeah, this is the real world. I'm just helping her understand what the real world is. I was like, well, thank God it's your daughter and nobody else's that you're saying that kind of stuff to. And he was like, so you're saying it would be wrong to say it to my neighbor's daughter? It would be wrong to say it to anybody's daughter, including your own. But hey, that's your life. Okay, so I'm not saying, but that's just not something that you share out loud, really, honestly. You know what I mean? And so now he's looking like, So I changed the subject because it was getting real dark and morbid in here, okay? And me and my lover looking at each other like, is this real? Okay, so I changed the subject. We're talking about stuff. So he finishes what he's doing and he gets ready to leave. So at that point in time, I start praying, right? Because I know that he's going to want to shake my lover's hand because he's way older, right? And a lot of times, men like that, they will try to intimidate younger men. And then with him having this negative spiritual energy, I didn't want him transferring that to my lover, okay? So I started praying to cover my lover. And so the guy did just like I thought he would. He reached in to shake my lover's hand. He looked him in the eye in a weird way and turned his hand a certain way where I knew that he was trying to impart some weird energy to him and look to him to break him. And it didn't happen because, believe it or not, my lover doesn't know it, but he's very spiritually tapped in as well. But he's not aware, which is what's so beautiful about it, right? So, oh boy, the maintenance man, he skedaddles on off. My lover and I are sitting in here talking like, whoa, right? And we just didn't get it. I was like, thank you for coming. Like, I'm so glad you were here. Imagine me being here alone, having to have this conversation with this person and blah, blah, blah. So, a couple days go by. It's now Monday. Monday. It was Monday night. I'm in here. I'm doing homework, right? And so the maintenance guy starts texting me. And I'm texting him back like, everything is fine with the wall. There's, there are no problems, no leaks, no problems. Okay. Thank you for asking. And so he texted me something else again. I don't remember what it was, but I told him I'm doing homework right now. So, and then he texted me again and I said, yeah, well, I'm doing homework right now. So I can't really like hold a conversation at this point. Not that I wanted to anyway, but like, dude, respect my boundaries. If I'm telling you I'm doing homework and I can't talk or text with you, then go about your life. This mofo calls me, okay? And so I'm looking at the phone like, didn't I tell you I was on? So I picked up the phone because at this point in time, remember y'all, I told y'all I don't like to lose my patience. Thank you, Sheik She. Or Sheik Shy. So I don't like to lose my patience. And so at this point in time, now I've got to speak my boundaries very clearly, so that I don't just straight up cuss out this crazy person, okay? So anyway, so he gets on the phone and he's saying, well, I wanted to call because of the conversation we had the other day. I wanted to know, what you were thinking. And I said, well, to be honest with you, I'm not thinking anything. I haven't really thought about it since you left, right? So this is me letting him know you ain't on my mind, okay? Even though it was very disturbing, I wasn't going to let him know that I had thought about it anymore, okay? So he was like, yeah, but I want to know what your thoughts were when I left. And I said, I haven't thought about you. I haven't been thinking anything about it. I'm doing my homework right now. That's what I'm thinking about. But as far as anything that you've said, I'm not thinking about it. I haven't thought about it. Nothing about you has crossed my mind since then. Okay? So I could tell he got a little aggravated, right? Because his ego is bruised because I'm telling him I'm not thinking about him. But then he says, well, I just wanted to make sure that based on what I said, that you don't think I'm a psychopath. So clearly he knows that he sounds like a psychopath and is a psychopath. Okay? You know you're a psychopath. And you know what you said was psychopathic. And you were hoping that I would go along with the psychopathy. Okay? No. So I said, well, you know what? If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I have not thought about it or you since that conversation. So it is what it is, right? And then he says, well, I also wanted to know if you wanted to go out with me for ice cream. And I say ice cream and not dinner because I think people who have a lot in common should go out for ice cream. And I said, you and I don't have anything in common at all. Like absolutely nothing. I can't think of one thing that I can think of that you and I have in common. Y'all would not say this mofo switched up real quick. He said to me, well, that would make sense because you did say you're in school and people who subscribe to those higher learning institutions can't think for themselves. So I cut him off. I said, so now you're being condescending and I'm going to end this conversation and I'm going to ask you not to call my phone again. And I hung up on him. But before I hung up, I paused a little bit so I can hear the clutches pearls in his voice. And I heard it. Because, baby, who you think you're talking to? Okay, we don't get down like that around here. So, honey, I hung up on him and I called my lover and I told him what happened. And it's like, okay, so, yeah. Anyway, so that happened. So a few months later, they were getting ready to renovate the laundry room, which is right next to my front door. And I heard some like noise going on out there. So I opened and I saw the dryer sitting by my front door. And I could hear that someone was moving the washing machine. So I stepped out. And y'all, when I say there's this little old black lady, she's probably half my size. She's a bit shorter than me. She didn't have no hair. She had like a little scoop of hair, and she's kind of hunched over. She's real docile and sweet like, but kind of like not all the way there, right? And so I was like, "Honey, what are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm moving this washer out of here. I'm getting ready to redo the I'm getting ready to paint in here." And I was like, "What do you mean you're moving the washer?" I was like, "Did you move this dryer by yourself?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "And you're trying to move this washing machine by yourself?" And she's like, "Oh, yes, ma'am. I got it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." She kept calling me ma'am, and she's clearly older than me, y'all. She's in her mid to late 60s. And so I said, "Ma'am," I said, "don't you want to wait until there's a man around to help you? Because I wasn't going to help move no washing machine. I'm not doing it, okay? Like, I'm a girly girl. I don't move heavy stuff like that. All right? And it's too many men out here in this world for you to be moving a washing machine. That's what God gave them testosterone and muscles for, okay? So what do you mean you're moving this washing machine by yourself?" And she was like, "Oh no, my husband is here. He's going to help me." I was like, "But where is he? Because you've already moved this dryer by yourself and now you're moving this water." "Oh yeah, he's around. He's around. He's helping me." I'm like, "No, ma'am, he's not helping you because he's not here. Who is your husband?" "Yeah, yeah, he's out here." Come to find out, guess who the husband is, y'all? The maintenance man, the ice cream man. And now he still works out here. Okay. And I did tell the office on him, but then we got a new lady and she don't care. Okay. But every time I see this woman, he be working her like a dog. She be pulling up flooring, moving cabinets, painting. Like, when I say he be working the heck out of that woman, and when I say she ain't all the way there, she is gone, honey. She is gone. My lover was bringing in groceries. She asked him, could she help him bring in the groceries? Because she didn't want to see him struggling. He's American. He's African American, Delaney. Yeah. Chic Shy, you said married men always had the most audacity. Well, this one sure did. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Daphne. Yeah, his nationality is African American. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, child, when I tell you this woman be over here hunched over, she be talking to herself, like her hair won't grow. He be talking to her crazy. He'll drop her off over here to work and go on somewhere and just leave her to renovate apartments, to clean apartments, to... Child, when I say it be, yes, he has drained the life out of her. This lady, it looks like a shell of a woman, honey. Looks like her skin, like, she's dark skinned, right? But there's no life in it. It's like a dark ash, you know? So, yeah. Ismail, he probably have done some kind of spell work on her. Sandra said, when did this happen? This happened late last, this was toward the end of last summer. No, it wasn't the summer because I was actually in school. So it had to be sometime during the fall. Yeah. But I live in the southeast US, so it was still hot and we still needed AC. Okay. But yeah, I told the office, I told the rent office or whatever you call them. That lady, she don't care because she ain't right either. She's a mean girl. Okay. But yeah, so honey, after that, I emailed her and I told her he is not to speak to me unless there's an active work order. Okay, he is not to be in my house when I'm not here working on stuff. Like, I just, mm-mm. But anyway, honey, it's some real psychos out here, y'all. I I have I have met some psychos in my day, but I have never had them to come out of their mouth and say psycho stuff directly like that to let you know they're psycho, and then backtrack and use the word psycho to describe themselves to say they're not a psycho. Yeah. So you knew better, blessings. Yeah. Yeah, a mean girl. She's an absolute mean girl. My look, my niece was out here one day and she had gotten out of her car and he got smart with her about something and she snapped back at him. And do y'all know my niece is 21. This man is in his late 60s. And he kept going back and forth with her. Okay. And my niece, she's very shy and stuff like that. But if you hurt her feelings, like she was trying to stand her ground and going back and forth with him. Okay. And he said something that really hurt and triggered her. And she fainted. She fainted. Okay. And she came to my door. She was crying. She was just all upset. And I was like, what happened? And she was telling me what happened and how she had fainted. And she woke up to him smacking her on the face, telling me, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay. And I called the office about it and they didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. That mean girl kept saying, well, it takes two. And if she hadn't been arguing back. Texera, you still want a reading, love? Thank you so much for the super chat. I didn't forget about you. I was trying to get to the end of my story. You still want your reading? If you do, go ahead and put your question in the comment section. Okay? Yeah, it does speak volumes what he did to the wife. Like, if y'all see this lady, I'd be feeling sorry for her every time, but I don't speak to her because obviously she's connected to him. And when I say she ride for him, you can't say nothing bad about that man. She be like, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Like, she be looking terrible. Okay? Put your question in the comment for me, Texera. Yep. Block that John Seed person. That's bad energy there. Yeah, Delaney, poor thing. When I say I feel sorry for her. Now I'm clearing the energy from the ice cream man so we can do Texera's reading. And go and get off, okay? Yeah, you got to come in here. See, it's clear that you can speak English. So why you come in here with putting some in the chat that's not English? If you can't come in here with good energy and good intentions, just don't be bothered. Okay, I just can't with you right now. I'm on here online talking about a psychopath, and you coming in here knowing how to speak English and putting everything but English in the chat. Okay, helping one girl. She's a good person. Okay. You want to know if she's a good person? Are you trying to find out if she's a good person and if you should be helping her? Sandra, I appreciate the support, but make sure you let the moderators do the blocking and reporting and stuff like that. Because some chats we let roll, because if we block too many or anything like that, it does get me, YouTube will slow down pushing out my live. So we kind of come up with a system on how we filter those, okay? But I do appreciate you you wanting to support. Okay, Texira, we've cleared the energy, okay, and we're gonna check to see if this person is. Let's use these cards here. Texira, take a couple deep breaths with me, okay? Did you say you go by he, him? In Massachusetts, where they burnt out them so-called witches? I think Texira might have a delay in their comments. They may have a lag in like their connection. Do you have an actual physical relationship with this person? Have you been in the bed with them? Texira? You said no, never. Is this person married or going through a divorce? Are they in a? Well, let me clarify. Are they in a bad marriage and about to go through a divorce, or did they just get a divorce from being in a bad marriage? Blessings, I was just thinking that. Did I say that out loud? Can we get to 60 likes? Okay, yeah, I saw that part where you weren't in a relationship with her, but did she just leave a bad marriage, or is she in a bad marriage? Or a long-term relationship? Well, you was thinking what I was thinking. Can we get to 60 likes? Because I sure said it in my head and I thought I said it out loud. Okay, has Texira, you still here? There's such a lag in the communication here. Right, blessings. Yeah, Nordic. Texira, I'm asking you questions. You said no, but you're on it. You're on what? What do you mean you're on it? I'm asking if the woman. That's right. Jesus will do way more for you, Nordic. Now go away. I'm doing something. I'm asking if the woman just left a bad marriage or she's in a bad marriage, right? Or long-term relationship, something that's been very long-term, committed. Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you what the cards are saying because I don't know what's happening right now. I just work here. Texira, I love you. You trying. You really are. You are trying. Okay, yeah. See, this is 3 cards. Okay. This is... Honey, run for the hills. Run. Okay. You got 3 cards. You got 3 cards that are saying that this person is very much out there in the bedroom. They don't use protection. And it's not anything, there's no love in what they do. It's all physical. Okay? They do it for money. And this is telling you to proceed with extreme caution. There is definitely an angry husband here that they're hiding. It's either an angry husband or ex-husband. Okay? Run. Say hello when you see them at the store, and then say goodbye. And keep going. Okay? Because what they will do is try to trap you into this. A private relationship where you will be in much danger. It will cause you depression. Okay? They will get you in your feelings through this. This is what they would use. See this condom? This is what they would use. They would use their body to get you in your feelings, to get in your pocketbook, to have you giving them money, okay, and put you in danger put you in danger. Caution and the police. Okay. Run. Bottom of the deck, energy betrayal. Glad you waited around for this reading. Cut it off. She seems cool, but she's putting on a show. Run. I should collab with Diddy. Diddy couldn't handle me, y'all. Diddy wouldn't know what to do with himself if he ran into Jua. Tell him I said so if you know him. I will Cassie the hell out of that MF. And then again, I might not. He might like it. I might just have to put some spiritual love on the Joker. All right. All right, Texira, that is your reading. What are your thoughts, love? See this red lipstick stain card just popped out? I'm telling you, that's all she about. You're very welcome. That's all she about. Look, this one just popped out. This is still popping out. This will have you trapped. See this right here? This is all she about, love. All this is still popping out of these cards. Now this one comes out again. I'm not messing with this one, honey. Save yourself. Because she is trouble, trouble. As Bernie Mac would say, trouble, trouble. Okay? That is your reading, love. we ain't at 60 yet. We're not at 60 likes. Okay, remember you guys, Sundays and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Central Time. I am here. First 5 people who have never had a reading before or who haven't had a reading in the last 3 weeks, they can get on the list for free. After that, I take super chats according to my energy. I do have that membership that I was telling you guys about. If you go to the post tab, you will see the links for that, and I will put it in the description box of this video, and it will be in all of the description boxes from here on out. That gives you 1 free reading a month, okay, at a exclusive price. All right. I do offer personal readings, so if you just wanted to do a one-time, you can book that as well. That link is in the description box. Okay. Let's see. I think that's everything. Remember to share my channel with other people. Save this live. CD or myself will come back and put timestamps on this video, maybe sometime tomorrow. So you'll be able to come back and find your reading, or just skip to parts where you just want to hear it again. There is a collective reading around the 10-minute mark as well. So if you're a guy, you may want to hear that one, because that one was for the feminine, the masculines in the room. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything, guys. I had a great time tonight. I hope that you guys will have a very wonderful week. I'll be back Wednesday at 6. You can hit me up before then. Go ahead and book your reading if you want to. If you do grab that membership, it's called Wind and Spirit membership. Okay. It's the Wind and Spirit members. So when you see Wind and Spirit, that's where you'll click to go and join that membership. You can go ahead, if you decide to go ahead and jump on that, you can book now for August and September. Okay. It's not open beyond that because there are only 20 slots. I can't do that for a whole bunch of folk. Okay. Because that taking up those 20 slots, on the calendar, along with people who want other readings, along with my celebrity readings, and then school starts back in another week. I can only do that for 20 people. Okay. So, yeah. So when that fills up, I don't know what to tell you. All right. I appreciate everyone who gifted memberships and who gave super chats, whether it was for a reading or just because of your kindness. I do appreciate that so much. And I thank everyone who engaged in the comments tonight. And for those of you who were just sitting in the background, chilling and listening, I appreciate you as well. Okay. It means a lot to me to have you guys here and to have your support. I get excited when it's time to go live. Okay, I do. Yeah. So it means a lot to me. All right. So blessings. Let me see what I missed. I missed comments because I was talking a lot. All right. Hey, Eileen. Okay. Ismail, the SEX shop card. It has several meanings depending on the reading, but it could mean that the person, when you see all the energy, all of that neon, right? It could mean that there is a real connection there, like energetic chemistry connection. It could mean that the person is siphoning energy, depending on if it comes out upright or not. It could mean that the person is siphoning that energy. It could mean that the person is using that kind of energy as like a toy, okay, to toy with you, okay? Different meanings. So, yeah. It depends on the energy of the overall reading. Right, Sandra, affairs aren't necessary, just be honest. James, you say your hair, though, for real. I hope that's a compliment, but thank you either way. I'll take it as one. Let's see. Thank you. God bless you as well, Texira. Thank you. Yeah, we're only 2 away from 60. You're welcome, Ismail. You take care as well. Thank you, Delaney. Thank you. Thank you for the blessing, Sandra. Okay. Good night, Texira. Good night, you guys. Abigail, you're very welcome. Very welcome. It was my pleasure to do your reading. All right. All right. So, that's right, blessings. You guys, this will upload as soon as I sign off. If you don't mind, go ahead and leave some leave comments, okay? 8 words or more is helpful, but just leave them anyway. Whatever you can leave comments on the video. Right after I sign off, that helps with the engagement, okay? All right, blessings. You ready for your kisses, girl? You ready to feel all these kisses, okay? And then Daphne, you get heart hands, whoop, whoop, whoop. Vibrations, hearts from mine to yours, okay? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Thank you, guys. All right. Yeah, Daphne, you did a great job for your first time. Blessings, you did great too, holding it down. Y'all did good. Thank you, Random Aid. It's always so supportive. Okay. This guy, man. These text messages. All right, y'all. So, thanks everyone again. I'll see you all Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And until then, make sure that you are applying all the self-love that you can muster, okay? That's the only thing that I've found that has cured everything for me, okay? And it continues to do so. All right, self-love. It don't get no stronger, no more powerful than that. All right? Okay, you guys have a great night. And I am Jua, and you have been read. And as CD would say, in her absence, and just a shout out to love for her. Bye bye. Okay, night night, y'all.